I was an entrepreneur for over 16 years with zero personal savings. Then at 43, I finally got serious. After 2 years, just in the last few months, I've been able to pay off $11,500 in debt. I've also been able to save $10,000. In today's video, I want to share with you the roadmap that I'm using to catch up, because if you are starting over at the age of 40 and you feel like you're behind, I want you to know that you are not alone. So why did I wait so long? This is the question that I know most people may be asking themselves for me to answer, but also you may be asking yourself this question. I honestly have been an entrepreneur for so long. In the back of my mind, I always thought that I should be focusing on my business. Every single dollar, every cent I poured back into my business to grow my business. I have pivoted multiple times in my journey, but every step of the way, I truly, in my heart of hearts, believed that eventually I would be able to catch up. I always told myself that I'm going to have a big break one day. And when I have that big break, that big chunk of money is what I'm going to put towards my retirement account or even start to invest. And to be honest, that line just kept moving because I felt like right now I need to focus on my business because that was my livelihood and my personal stuff can wait till later. But what happened was later kept moving. That line kept moving. And then all of a sudden, one day you wake up and you're 45 years old with zero savings. And that's exactly what happened to me. And the thing about it is, I still believe that I'm going to have my big break, but I'm not relying on that. I had to realize that I need to play smart. And the way to play smart is to get started today and not to wait. So what actually changed for me was in 2023. This was when I came back from my sabbatical year in 2022, and I looked at my personal bank account. And honestly, it was scary because I realized wow, I was making a lot of money in 2023. This was when I was doing high ticket coaching, one-on-one and group coaching. But the thing about it was I realized that I didn't have any savings in my personal account. I hadn't prepared myself for retirement. And it was really the fuel that I needed to get serious. I remember I was working out at the gym, 24-hour fitness, and I was listening to a sermon. And in that sermon, they were talking about financial literacy. And they recommended Dave Ramsey's course. And I've heard about Dave Ramsey over the years, but I never really looked into him. And I remember thinking, you know what? This is the sign that I've been waiting for, because I had been praying and asking God for clarity when it came to my finances. And this course was free. So I ended up taking that course. And during that time, it was about 6 to 8 months, I believe, I hired a financial advisor. That was the onstart to me building financial literacy and understanding the steps that I needed to take in order to progress in my financial future. And to be honest, I realized, wow, if I want to retire at the age of 67 or before 67, I really need to start doing something. And what I started to do was I realized the first thing that I needed to focus on is my medical debt. During that time, I was dealing with a lot of health challenges. In a short 2-year span, I had 4 emergency surgeries. And so I knew at that moment that my medical debt was something that I wanted to get rid of before I even thought about anything else. And so during 2023 and 2024, I focused heavily on my medical debt. And then I started to account for every dollar. I had never budgeted prior to 2023, but I realized after taking that Dave Ramsey's course that budgeting and accounting for every dollar was my best bet to catching up, but also to stop wasting money. And I realized how much money that I was wasting every single month on ridiculous things. Now that I look back, I could have set up myself great financially if I would have learned these things early in my 20s and 30s. So how did I actually pay off $11,500 in debt in the last 2 months? I honestly stuck with the plan. So the first thing that I did was before step number 1, but the ground zero step that I had to do was I had to be honest with myself. And I realized, you know what, if I really want to build financial wealth, I have to move back home. With my expenses, the amount of money that I was paying every single month with rent, utilities, groceries, and just my business expenses, it just was not going to allow me to save. There was just no way. I was forking out $4,000 to $6,000 per month. And though I was living the lifestyle that I had dreamed of, living down the street from the beach in a nice affluent area, it just wasn't worth it because at the end of the day, I was apartment broke, right? Like I could pay all my bills, but that was pretty much it. I had no extra money to fund my future. And so at ground zero, I realized I had to let go of the shame. I had to let go of the doubt, the fear, and I had to move back home. So that was ground zero. After I moved back home, then I started to strategize. And one of the first things that I did was I ended up opening up a high yield savings account. Very early on, I realized that my money was not working for me. Having my money in a traditional bank was only paying me 0.01%, which was equivalent to making like $1 a year. And so the moment I realized that this was not going to work for me, I opened up my high yield savings account with SoFi Bank, and that's when I started to build my emergency fund. And in a few short months, less than 5 months, I was able to save over $10,000. And that was because I was being intentional. Also, me understanding that I was going to earn interest, 4.50% interest off the money that I was having held in that bank. So, with that being said, once I understood that I had a pretty good cushion, I could move on to the next step. And the next step was investing. Now, I had no clue on how to do this, but I relied on market research. I relied on reading threads. I relied on reading a book. I relied on just all the things to teach me about investing. And so what I realized was to invest even in the smallest amount is better than to not do anything at all. And so I started to read. I'm telling you guys the truth. I was literally on the investing side of threads, and I was reading what other people were putting their money in. And they were putting their money in ETFs. And I kept seeing the same ETFs over and over and over. VOO, VGT, VTI. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and do at least the bare minimum. So I put $20, $10, $10. And then slowly I started to see more and more information out there online. And again, I just was falling in the rabbit hole of investing on every single platform and learning. And for me, that was the best way to get started. And so I started small, but then I slowly started to increase it as I built my income. And the third step was this, which I already mentioned, was I became a student again. And I'm not afraid to say that I don't know everything. Listen, there's a lot of things that I know a lot about, but when it comes to finances, this is something that I'm on a journey. And I realized that I'm an educator myself. I have my background in education, and I know how important it is to be a lifelong learner. And so I started learning everything that I could on investing. Like I mentioned, I'm in the rabbit hole on the investment side in threads, and I love it. I love opening up the app and seeing people talking about how they paid off their debt, how they just purchased their first home, how they just reached $1 million in their brokerage account. Like, I love seeing all of these wins and seeing people sharing information, because that information is information that I double down and do research on, and then I apply it if it makes sense for my journey. And I'm reading a book right now that is super amazing. And to be honest with you, I'm now realizing that this is the route for me, where I'm going to be investing in myself to learn more and more and more about investments as I go along my journey. And I realized that the secret wasn't a secret at all. It was really about consistency. So when I was younger, I thought, oh, there's like a secret to how to do all these things. And, you hear about Warren Buffett and you hear about all these people who are like great at this. And I thought like you had to be at a certain level of income to invest and to learn about these things. And I realized like, no, it's really about putting yourself out there, learning what you can, and being consistent with it. So my advice to you, if you are watching this video right now and you are 40, you are 50, and you are 60, and you have that pit in your stomach, I want to tell you to stop. It is not too late for you. And that is something that I had to come to terms with as well during my journey, that it's not too late. If you are starting right now, I want to tell you to start small. If it's $50 a month, if it's $100 a month, whatever it is that you have, start your plan. If it's your debt repayment plan, start it today. I'm going to be linking a tracker in my description, my debt freedom tracker. It's exactly what I use to track my debt every single month. You can go ahead and check it out if you want to use a tool that I use. If it is putting money aside in your emergency fund, start with as little as $20 a month, $50 a month. You have that extra money, especially if you are eating out, if you're buying coffee, if you are doing all the things, you have that extra money that you can now budget and put towards the thing that matters most. And thirdly, start investing. Start with as little as $50 a month. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I also want to encourage you, like, don't let the lost time keep you from doing the thing that you need during the time that you have left. Because I think sometimes, like, if we allow shame, we allow fear, and we allow doubt, and we allow regrets, if you are holding on to regrets, all the lost time, your 20s and 30s and even maybe 40s, if you allow that to keep you from the time that you have right now, then you are really going to set yourself up for failure. But if you look at it with your cup half full and you're like, you know what? Though this time has passed, I've learned so much. Now I can double down on the information that I know and I can try to 10x and speed up this process. Then I think you are in a winning lane and you can just stay on that path, because I'm telling you right now, it's all about your mindset. And so I want to tell you that it's not too late. Now, I'm no financial expert. We all know that. I didn't go to school learning these things, right? I majored in sociology, got my master's in educational counseling. I have 2 teaching credentials, one for K-8 to teach elementary school up to middle school and the other for counseling. So my background is in education. However, I know that as an educator, the more you learn and the more you apply, the more you're going to be able to win. And so I'm just someone who finally started, and I'm on my financial wealth building journey, and I'm sharing my process with you in the hopes that I can help someone else who's also on their journey as well. So if you've been putting it off, I truly believe that this video is for you, and it's a sign that today is the day that you need to get started. I'm going to put resources in the description, how you can start your high yield savings account today if you want to go with SoFi. If you want to start tracking your debts, I'm going to link my debt freedom tracker. And anything else that I can come up with that's going to help you on your journey, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description. But I also want to leave you with this. Get started. Let go of the shame. Let go of the regret and get started today. And your future self will thank you for that. If you are new to my channel, I want to welcome you. My name is Dupé Aleru, and this was your Daily Dose with Dupé. I hope that you subscribe and come back for more, because I am definitely going to be dropping more videos on this debt repayment journey, as well as my journey to building wealth. And I hope that you're able to join me on this journey, especially if you're on a similar journey. Until next time, I wish you all a beautiful and blessed day.